The main event of WWE Money in the Bank coming up live right now. So thank you for tuning in and watching as I continue on following more technical difficulties today live right here on YouTube. Main event, Jey Uso, the right-hand man. Well, nobody's bitch, Jimmy Uso. The Usos in the Bloodline Civil War taking on Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. So, you out, and I'm out too. Just a couple weeks ago. A couple super kicks. And, of course, Roman Reigns still the undisputed champion. Paul Heyman carrying around the old WWE and Universal titles as well. But the Bloodline Civil War here at Money in the Bank in the main event. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos. We'll see what happens. The Usos are probably going to win. Solo might turn on Roman as well. We'll see. But just as always, thank you for tuning back in and watching. I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool Luke 96. Sorry for all the technical difficulties today. Normally it's a buffer, disconnect, and reconnect. Now, all week it's been overheating with temperature. As you might know, if you don't, well, you will here in a second as I stream via the YouTube app on my phone. And for whatever reason, it's doing what it's doing. So, as mentioned, I'm going to have to look more into it. But they just ran about a couple minute Bloodline video package. So, from the World Heavyweight Championship match that just ended to this match now coming up next. Didn't miss much other than that. So here come the Usos. They've been down since day one, and they're going to look to send Roman and Solo to the Uso penitentiary. But main event time. WWE Money in the Bank. Been a damn good show. We'll recap as quick as we can towards the end of this match, let alone after the show gets over with. Just, of course, don't want to have any more technical difficulties happen here. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but it's doing exactly what it's doing. So it is what it is. Just move on. I'm going to look into it, though. But, you know, it's technology. It's good, but it also sucks when it needs to be good. But just, as always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below, the thumbs up button. Share hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE MITB, MITB as well. And hashtag Money in the Bank. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. So, we the ones. Throw them up. They've been down since day one. The Usos turning on Roman Reigns. Will Solo join sometime soon or not? You know, is he going to be by Roman's side for long haul, or is he, as they just had Owens and Zayn get interviewed up in their suite by Caleb Braxton, that, you know, Roman's finally going to get what's coming his way here at Money in the Bank. As now, as the Usos, hey, we the ones, Roman Reigns, the big dog tribal chief who sits at the table of the Bloodline, he is now the only one. So he's still undisputed champion. You know, at this rate, it's all that matters. 1,000+ days, you know, almost 3 years in next month. That payback, you'll never see it coming at SummerSlam, and then a week later he won the title and hasn't lost since. Hasn't been pinned in almost 4 years. Will he get pinned here at Money in the Bank? We'll see, but as Usos enter, here comes the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion with Solo Sikoa and the Wise Man Paul Heyman by his side. The big dog tribal chief who once again sits at the table of the Bloodline in the WWE. Someone at this point we should have all acknowledged to throw him up We the ones. Roman Reigns is now the only one. But Bloodline Civil War in the main event of WWE Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa against the Usos. As Reigns will make the walk. Gold title around his waist. Heyman carrying the other two. Solo flanking his right. We'll see what happens here. Looks like the only one says Roman Reigns, throw him up. We the ones. He's the only one. 1,035 days. This is the first pay-per-view he's had the new title, I might add as well. But should have, I would think, close to half-hour match here with the Bloodline. December 15th, 2019. 10 days before Christmas and about 3 months before COVID hit. It was the last time Reigns was pinned. He's been champion for almost 3 years, come the end of next month. And then it's just funny, sucks for me because I'm not going to be able to go to Payback. Be at SummerSlam once again. So no live watch long reaction streams for that, but keep an eye out for videos. But then Payback's the same night as when football starts. But, it's just funny that 3 years later here, and they haven't had Payback since, go from Roman Reigns returning at SummerSlam, you never see it coming, winning the title. 3 years later, SummerSlam next month. About 2 weeks prior to the day when he came back. And then, a month later, rather than a week later, is Payback. And he's still champion. He is still champion. Heyman staring him down. Hashtag MITB is trending #1 in the U.S. on social media for Money in the Bank, so be sure to use that hashtag when we share on social media. Once again, thanks for tuning in. But Reigns now up on the ring apron. Get ready to pose. And another Roman Reigns tag team match in the main event. We the ones, he's the only one. Bloodline Civil War. Main event of Money in the Bank. So we'll see what happens here. Usos are probably going to win. Does Solo turn on Roman as well is the question. Because then if he does, Roman's definitely taking the pin, unless it's a disqualification of some sorts. But then if he stays by his side, Solo's taking the pin. Reigns going to show off the title. Titles, I should say. Heyman has the other two. You want to talk about, a generational run, like being the guy? That's Roman Reigns. He's this generation's Bruno Sammartino. He's this generation's Andre the Giant. He's this generation's Hulk Hogan. He's this generation's Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's this generation's The Rock. He's this generation's John Cena, who we saw come out earlier here at Money in the Bank. So, Bloodline Civil War. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Roman Reigns is that guy. He's the big dog for a reason, and has been. We the ones, throw him up. Roman Reigns once again now the only one. As they'll get introduced. Reigns puffing his chest. One-on-one to start. It's a tag team match. It's a Bloodline Civil War. Brother versus brother. Literally. Cousin versus cousin. Literally. Uso saying, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. But they raise the lights, and falling Damian Priest winning the men's Money in the Bank ladder match earlier. To Shayna Baszler turning on Ronda Rousey, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez winning the women's tag team titles back. Gunther defeating Riddle to retain his Intercontinental Championship. Drew McIntyre returning. Cody Rhodes defeating Dominic Mysterio. John Cena teasing WrestleMania going to England. Fuck you Roman chants from the crowd, I might add. As the Usos are laughing at him, it looks like Solo's going to start it off here against either Jimmy or Jay. Wise man Paul Heyman, ringside, ring the bell, and away we go in the Bloodline Civil War. Fort Sumter, 1861 to July the 1st, 2023. We got a Civil War on our hands, folks. Hashtag Civil War. And fuck you Roman chants. But from there, we had Io Sky win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. No Beast, no Viper. Seth Rollins defeated Finn Balor to retain the World Heavyweight Championship, and now the main event of Money in the Bank, the Bloodline Civil War, with Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos. As Solo will start it off here against Jimmy, they lock up. Jimmy and Jay are twins. They say Solo's 8 years younger. They're chanting something again. I can't make it out. Usos say, fuck you to Roman. Reigns was even laughing at that. Here we go again. They lock up. Solo and Jimmy, and then a power slam by Solo. Who's like a younger version of Umaga if he put on weight. He is. We the ones, throw him up. Roman Reigns is the only one. Tag made. Here comes Jay. So they go to lock up again, but then Jimmy hits Solo with a couple chops. Solo now chopping him. The big dog has joined us to watch the big dog. How you doing, buddy? Huh? What's up? Tag made. Here comes Jay. They push Solo into the corner and take him out. Roman now looking at Solo like, What are you doing? Why are you down on one knee trying to catch your breath? You should be fucking going after them. Because they're going after you. Solo going to tag in Roman. You can tell Solo's getting irritated with Roman. Roman telling Solo, get out, tag me in, let's go. Roman's, you think about it, just a big bad bully, But they're long term seemingly going to get him over as a face once again. And you want to talk about storytelling? Look at the Bloodline story in the WWE for a perfect example in pro wrestling storytelling. Like it's cinematic. It's edge of your seat, can't miss, must watch television. Stop what the fuck you're doing and, turn your head and attention to Roman Reigns. Jimmy gonna take off his shirt. Jay's gonna take off his shirt and his sleeves. As he'll go one-on-one now here with Roman. As Jimmy's egging him on in the corner. Jay chant from the crowd. And now him and Roman lock up. There's a headlock. Day one, huh? Off the ropes. Shoulder tackle. Roman is the only one. And then he shoves Jimmy away. Ref in between them now. Reigns just laughing. But then Jay with a kick to the gut. Right hand as well. Reversal off the ropes. Elbow. And the Usos are nothing without Roman Reigns, so he says. Don't you dare, sir. Don't you dare hit me. I'm a ref. Four count on the rope break. Hey, let's go. It's easy. Tribal something they're chanting. So some of these chants I can make out, some I can't. Double super kick missed because Reigns falls down and rolls out of the ring. Heyman holding all three titles. Remember this non-title match, this was a Bloodline Civil War. It's a tag team match. My tribal chief, so says Paul Heyman. Do you want your son sitting at his table? That's what he's trying to take from you. They're trying to, cut the head off the snake, basically. Because then once they do that, the rest of the bloodline will fall. When they were the first to fall because they lost the tag team titles at WrestleMania to Owens and Zayn. And then, saying this to that or that to Reigns, like, we're going to do this. And then they couldn't come up with it. They fell short, and then they get sick and tired of, him, putting them down. And then they finally had enough and they turned on him. Jay and Roman lock up again. Reigns with a nice big right hand. Beating up Jay now into the corner. Ref putting him back. The 5 count. Tribal shit. Not tribal chief. Tribal shit is what they're chanting. And Jay now in control of Roman. 7 count, knocks down Solo. Reigns with a nice big right hand as well. He says, shh. Gonna kick him in. Out of the corner, but then Solo gonna, with the ref not paying any attention, attack Jay. Tag made, here comes Solo. All right. We'll see where we go from here. Headbutt from Solo. Working Jay. Heyman sitting on the announce table. Leaned up against it. Reigns with a nice big smirk. Looking on. So they're at a standstill, trying to get a slow clap going to Jay to get out of this hold by Solo. And Jay does. Tag made to Jimmy. Jimmy's legal, Solo doesn't know it. But then a double kick into the corner. Jimmy now off the top rope. Off the ropes. And then Solo, nice big right hand, knocks him out. Pin him. What the hell are you doing? Fucking pin him. Jimmy says he's okay. They're singing something now. I can't make it out either. I don't know. Reigns gonna sit down. I've had enough of this. England's the dumbest place of all time, says Roman Reigns. That's what there's so much difference in some things from the U.S. to England. And I'm going to have to, look up, or if anybody knows them in the comments below, exactly everything, they've been saying for the most part all night. I mean, I've made out half of the stuff. The other half, I have no idea. That's what I'm like, all right, whatever. Can't make it out. We move on. Solo going to go for a Rikishi-esque. Yeah, Umaga did that too, I guess. Wasn't a stink face, but just, into the corner. So Solo now back in control here for him and Roman, beating up Jimmy. Another 4 count on the rope break. Breaks it. Roman wants to tag in, so he does. Here comes Roman Reigns to take on Jimmy Uso. And then with a drive-by on the ring apron there. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Fuck you, Roman chant. He's going to stomp in Jimmy Uso. Yes. Couple clotheslines now into the corner. Reigns off the ropes with a big boot. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. And Solo tags back in. So be Solo and Jimmy now. So Jay's going to get the hot tag here in a little bit. And then they might go home from there. We'll see. I would think if, they go to 6:30, they got about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Jimmy fighting back against Solo. Reigns tags in. Solo gets thrown ringside. Jimmy trying to make a tag to Jay, but here comes Roman, who is legal. Roman pulling Jimmy back. And then Roman flips Jimmy, but he lands on his feet. Now he's going to crawl to Jay. But Roman's still holding on. No tag yet. And then Jimmy kicks him back. And Jimmy will try to tag in Jay, but then Solo pulls down Jay from behind. So it's still Roman versus Jimmy here. And then into the corner with a clothesline. Remember, Solo was called up to the main roster, helped out Roman Reigns the last time they were in Europe for a pay-per-view. It was Clash of the Castle last September. And now, all this time later, he's still helping him. But maybe, while they're Solo clothesline to the Usos ringside from the announce table, this is when he's going to, turn on them potentially. We'll see. Solo's come a long way. Solo, I've been saying, is going to be the one, as Roman Reigns is the only one, but Solo's going to be the one. I mean, Solo is one in general, but he's going to be the one to, long-term, be the one that's most over. Like they're saying Jimmy or Jay is going to be the head of the table if it ain't Roman. No, it's really probably going to be Solo. Throw him up, we the ones, jerk off the arm, ooh, incoming with Superman punch and a spear. Superman punch misses off the ropes, and then they go flying over the top rope ringside. You suck chant, along with an Uso chant. Ooh, so. Jimmy gonna go crawl and try to tag in Jay here again. He will, because they got the camera angle just perfect in the corner. And Roman will tag in Solo in the meantime too. So it's now Solo and Jay. And Jay with a couple rights to Solo. Off the ropes they go. Landing on feet, kick to the gut. And then nice right. Pele. Another Pele from Jay on the ring apron to Solo. Now off the top rope. Crossbody, cover. 1, 2, kick out. Hopefully nothing was missed there. Hopefully nothing was missed. Got a notification on my phone that for whatever reason something was about to end. I had a little pop-up there warning me that Money in the Bank's coming to an end, it looks like. No, I need to plug my phone in. My phone's losing percentage. That's what it was. So hopefully it caught everything. I wasn't paying any attention there. Or at least volume. This Bloodline Civil War continues. So tag made, yeah, Roman's legal again. Yeah, Roman's legal, Jay's legal. Jay suicide dive to Roman into the announce table. Gonna go for a suicide dive to Solo in front of the ramp. We've had a ton of technical difficulties, from all that shit earlier to that now. But yeah, it'd be nice to wrap up the show here in the next, 10 minutes. And then I'm just gonna end the stream right off the bat. I've said what the hell's happened. We'll talk about the ending to this for sure. And Superman punch from Roman. This is my yard now. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Here comes a spear, but then they actually double spear Roman, cover, 1, 2, and then Solo breaks it up. So they're all down and out. That was a good sequence, but once they get to their feet, couple tags made, we'll go home here. And that'll do it for Money in the Bank, I'd have to think. Are we going to get a little if you smell at the end, I might add too, or not? We'll see. That would talk about all the pops for Money in the Bank and how good the show's been. I mean, how hot the crowd's been. That would fucking blow the roof off the place for sure. Send it to fucking Atlantic Ocean. So the Usos getting to their feet. Roman and Solo on their feet. It's the Bloodline Civil War. Roman spits. And Roman and Jimmy are working each other. Jay and Solo are working each other. Headbutt. Right hand. And I think Roman and Jay are still legal, correct? Or is it Roman and Jimmy? Must be Roman and Jimmy. I thought it was Roman and Jay. There's another Superman punch by Roman. Yeah, I don't think he connected on that one. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out. boos to Roman. He says, you shut up. Just shut up now. I'm the tribal chief. Here comes the ooh-ah. Here comes the spear. Ooh-ah. To Jimmy, but Jimmy super kicks him. Super kicks him again. Down goes Reigns. And Jimmy going to go up top for a splash. Jimmy Uso with a frog splash. Reigns catches him in midair. Guillotine. Jimmy going to tap.